The jackal-headed god, Anubis, is one of the most recognizable figures from ancient Egypt. He is instantly identifiable by his unique appearance. Anubis has the body of a man, but he has the head of a jackal. This striking image reflects his role in Egyptian mythology. Anubis is closely linked to death and the afterlife. The jackal was a common sight in ancient Egypt. These animals were often seen in cemeteries. They were scavengers, drawn to the scent of decay. This association with death led the ancient Egyptians to connect the jackal with the afterlife. They believed Anubis guided souls to the underworld. Anubis's black skin is also significant. It symbolizes the fertile black soil of the Nile River. This rich soil represented rebirth and regeneration to the Egyptians. So, while Anubis represents death, he also embodies the hope of new life after death. This duality makes Anubis a complex and fascinating figure in Egyptian mythology. Anubis played a vital role in the journey of the deceased. He was deeply involved in the mummification process. This process was incredibly important to the ancient Egyptians. They believed that preserving the body was essential for the soul's survival in the afterlife. Anubis oversaw the embalming rituals. Priests wearing Anubis masks performed these rituals with great care. They followed specific steps to prepare the body. This included removing organs and wrapping the body in linen. The goal was to preserve the body and prevent decay. Anubis's role didn't end with mummification. He was also considered a protector of tombs. The ancient Egyptians believed that Anubis guarded against tomb robbers. He also protected the deceased from evil spirits. This protective role is evident in the many depictions of Anubis found in tombs and temples. Anubis is often shown with a long staff. He may also be depicted with a flail. These objects symbolize his authority and power. Anubis was a powerful force in the afterlife. He ensured the safe passage of souls into the underworld. The weighing of the heart ceremony was a pivotal moment in the afterlife journey. Anubis played a central role in this ritual. According to Egyptian belief, the deceased had to face judgment. Their heart was weighed against the feather of truth. This feather belonged to Ma'at, the goddess of justice and order. Anubis acted as the divine scalekeeper during this ceremony. He carefully weighed the heart. The outcome of the weighing determined the fate of the soul. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul was deemed worthy. It could then pass into the afterlife and enjoy eternal paradise. However, if the heart was heavier, laden with sin and wrongdoing, the soul faced a terrible fate. During the weighing, Anubis would record the results. He then reported them to Osiris, the god of the underworld. This ceremony highlights Anubis's role as a just and impartial judge. He ensured that only the worthy souls entered the afterlife. Anubis wasn't solely a guide and judge of the dead. He also held a significant position within the underworld itself. He was recognized as the lord of the sacred necropolis. The necropolis was a vast burial ground where the Egyptians laid their dead to rest. Anubis's domain encompassed the tombs and mortuary temples. He ensured their protection and sanctity. He was believed to roam these sacred grounds, ensuring order and peace. His presence brought comfort to the deceased and their families. Furthermore, Anubis was linked to the process of embalming. He possessed knowledge of herbs and oils used for preserving bodies. It was believed that Anubis passed this knowledge on to the priests who performed mummification. This further solidified his association with the underworld and the rituals surrounding death. Despite his association with death, it's important to understand that Anubis wasn't a figure to be feared. He wasn't a harbinger of doom or a bringer of death. In fact, his role was quite the opposite. Anubis was a protector and a guide. He eased the transition from the world of the living to the realm of the dead. One common misconception is that Anubis punished the wicked. While he did oversee the weighing of the heart, his role was not to inflict punishment. He merely served as a guide, ensuring that the deceased received a fair judgment based on their deeds in life. Anubis was seen as a benevolent deity. He comforted the deceased and helped them navigate the complexities of the afterlife. His presence brought reassurance and hope during a time of great uncertainty. Anubis's image features prominently in ancient Egyptian art and artifacts. His jackal-headed form is instantly recognizable. These depictions offer valuable insights into how the ancient Egyptians viewed death and the afterlife. One of the most famous artifacts is the Mask of Tutankhamun. This stunning golden mask, discovered within the pharaoh's tomb, depicts Anubis with his characteristic black jackal head. The mask highlights the importance of Anubis in funerary rituals and the belief in his protective powers. Anubis also appears in numerous tomb paintings. He is often shown attending to the deceased, performing mummification rituals, or guiding souls to the underworld. These paintings provide a visual narrative of the afterlife journey and Anubis's central role in it. Anubis's legacy extends far beyond ancient Egypt. He continues to captivate our imagination. His striking image and association with the afterlife have made him a popular figure in modern culture. In literature, film, and television, Anubis often appears as a guardian of the underworld. He may be depicted as a mysterious and powerful figure. His presence adds an air of ancient wisdom and mystique to stories. Anubis's image has also been adopted by various subcultures. He appears in tattoos, jewelry, and other forms of personal expression. This enduring fascination with Anubis speaks to our continued curiosity about death, the afterlife, and the mysteries that lie beyond our world. Anubis stands as a timeless symbol of death and rebirth. His jackal head and association with mummification remind us of the transient nature of life. However, his role as a guide and protector also offers comfort and hope. Anubis reminds us that death is not the end but a transition to another realm. From ancient Egyptian tombs to modern media, Anubis continues to fascinate us. He represents the enduring human desire to understand the mysteries of life and death. His story invites us to contemplate our own mortality and the journey that awaits us all.